Yes, we are here on a Saturday at Pino Suarez, and of course, Giovanni has not been able to make it today, so Tomas is in here preaching today, and he is doing it in Mayan. And of course, Pablo has his children's class. We're going to tune in just briefly, and then I'm going to give you the news of the week. The kids don't miss the fact that there's a camera around, which is interesting. But we've had a marvelous week. We've had 4 saved in the Betania in the visitation. We've also had an opportunity to see Teresa again. She actually came down the street that we were visiting on, and she ended up going in the store, the very store that we were visiting at. And so I got a chance to talk to her and told her that I knew about the Catholic priest, and he had an accident, and that we were praying for him, and that we would love to see her back at the church. And she said she thought she might, so I'm supposed to stop by at least and pick her up. So that would be a very positive aspect. So can you continue to pray for Teresa and John and for the work there in Betania? But the news of this week was that in the conference with the pastors, and we had several of those in our house, and we were visiting with them, we got to talking about a seminary and the fact that they would love to be involved in a seminary. And so I told them that we could travel down to Chatumal, which is about a 2-hour drive one way, and we could do a seminary there if they could get the pastors together. Well, there were 4 pastors at the meeting, the conference meeting, and they were all excited about it, and they're all from Chatumal. And so it looks like on Thursdays we'll be traveling down there at 8 o'clock in the morning to have seminary classes from 10 to about 2 every Thursday. And they're actually going to give us lunch. And of course, there's no charge for me, but they're going to be giving an offering to Pablo because he's going to be demanding a lot more attention in translating. And I told him that would just be a nice thing to do. And so they're going to do that. And we're going to have possibly as many as 6 or 7 pastors that join us, including Pastor Petch is planning on driving down with us or riding down with us. And we will be involved in teaching them seminary classes. We'll start with doctrine. And so I've been praying that God would help me to be an influence to the pastors here in Mexico. And so it appears as though God has arranged that, opened the doors. So please pray that direction, that God will be with us and be with the travel back and forth. It's going to mean an increase in gas on our end, traveling back and forth every week. And it's not as far as Cancun, at least. That was a 3-hour drive one way. So this will be a 2-hour drive, maybe a little less, but about that. And so we're looking forward to it. It's an exciting opportunity for us to have an influence and multiply ourselves in the Spanish churches and the Spanish pastors that are here. So please pray that direction. As I get more information, I'll be passing that along to you. But I so appreciate your prayers and all you do for us now.